I'm sure we've all had the experience of meeting a woman and within minutes or seconds, they're just utterly obsessed with you, over complimenting you, wanting to hang out, exchanging information. And I've fallen for this as well. You might see it as flattery, but you should start seeing it as fake. Honestly, see it as fake. Even if they have good intentions, why are they putting you on a pedestal? Why are they so obsessed with you within a short amount of time? And I understand that looks can be compelling. I understand that beauty is alluring and draws people in. But women that truly love themselves and validate themselves, they don't seek for that externally. So if you meet somebody that is overly extending their energy to you, then they are not self-aware. They don't even respect themselves enough to do some inner work and see their own beauty, to see their own strengths. These women are acting like lustful men out here, and it's not cute. In this video, we're going to break down the key signs of love bombing within female friendships. We're going to compare that to male friendships, and then we are going to analyze how you can move forward from this so you have stronger, more connected female friendships. If you want to know how the story ends, just go back to the very beginning. How does it start? What are the red flags that you may have overlooked? So let's say two girls meet at a Pilates class, and right away, one of them, or even both of them, are like, "You are so pretty. You're gorgeous. Wow, what's your skincare routine? What's your makeup routine? Let's hang out. Put your Instagram in my phone. Do you want to come to the Pilates class again next Tuesday? Like, we can drive together." Girl, you need to run. You need to run. You need to take a different Pilates class. This is love bombing. Put it into perspective. If a man did this to you the first time you met him, what would you do? You would note it as a red flag in your head. Sure, you may have another conversation with him, but from that point forward, you would tread carefully. You would have suspicions. You should do the same when meeting women, okay? This is why a lot of female friendships end in jealousy, betrayal, ghosting, just weird bitch behavior, honestly. So here are some of the key signs that somebody is love bombing you and it's not actually loving energy. So one of the first things is excessive compliments. Her saying she's obsessed with you, that you're perfect. She's complimenting your outfit, your hair, your makeup, your opinions. She's like a yes woman to that, to everything you say. She is just like giving you this like tons of validation. Essentially what she's doing is she's putting you on a pedestal. And the purpose of this, just like, you know, when men do this to women, they want to take you off of that pedestal. They want to build you up, constantly giving you this validation just to break you down. They want to make sure that your confidence is because of them, is because of their validation. This makes them feel better. They sleep better at night because of this. But don't lean into it. Just take the compliments, nod, and then take note in your head. You know what I mean? Sign number 2, these types of women, they will overshare way too soon. If somebody is telling you their deep, dark, depressing life story, their trauma dumping, and trying to make you feel these deep, pitted emotions that you wouldn't likely feel for a stranger, then they're trying to get you attached to them. They're trying to force intimacy, and they really want you to open up quickly. And it could be because they want to use your trauma against you after you do open up, or it could just be that they want an excuse to be close to you. Let's say they're not on your level. This may be the strategy that they use. If they're not as pretty as you, if they're not as like cool and funny as you, or whatever qualities you have, they might use this one. They might try to open up so you feel bad for them, and essentially it's just like a pity friend. Nobody wants to build a friendship out of pity. Okay, this one's pretty obvious, but if they're constantly texting you, trying to make plans, calling you, sending you a bunch of DMs, they're trying to monopolize your time. They want to be the sole focus and priority of your life. Why? Because we know that energy is currency. So they're really trying to get like rich quick kind of thing, but with your energy. They want to have an overnight glow up from the tips that you give them. You are a status symbol. They want to get pictures with you so they can post it on their Instagram and look cool and look like that girl because they're hanging out with you. So red flag. Some other red flags to look out for. This may not correlate with the love bombing topic, but when she starts dressing like you, talking like you, just copying everything that you do, when she gives you backhanded compliments, just like when she's not a good person overall and vengeful to other people and, you know, not nice to waiting staff, those sorts of things. Let's compare this to male friendships. Have you noticed that men always form these brotherhood bonds with other men? Because they know how to lay the foundation. They start the relationship slowly, and later on down the road, when they can see that they trust that person, they have a reason to actually trust that person, that's when they start giving them their time and energy and resources. Men are fiercely loyal to their male counterparts. They respect them too. Men don't open up as much, but it's kind of a smart play for the men anyway, because nobody should really know all of your trauma. So I can't say that men are doing everything right out here. I'm not going to be the one to say that. But with friendships, they are. So if you're a woman and you want strong female connections, just trust your gut in the beginning. Don't overshare with them. Don't love bomb them. Don't even give them your Instagram right away or your phone number, because chances are you're not even doing that with men that you're meeting, right? So yeah, and when they do try to love bomb you, just kind of reject it with your energy. You know what to do, you know what I mean? You know what to do, because now you know all of the red flags. When you see the red flags, it is up to you to not ignore them. Just know that if you do ignore these signs, I'm going to be one to tell you, because I've dealt with this in the past, things can get creepy, things can get dangerous. Women are just too obsessed with other women who look good and know that they look good, or who are smart, or who are, you know, whatever. We all have our own strengths. The friends that you have had for a long time, also look at the beginning of those friendships. How did they start? And do these women portray any of this weird behavior? My strongest friendships, they were built on solid foundations. So with that being said, I hope that you guys learned something today. If you go ahead and give it a like, maybe a comment, and a subscribe if you're feeling it. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.